Now we're going to relate that to our church today. But before we do that, Ellen White writes in Acts of the Apostles 3:4, many had accepted the instruction contained in Paul's letter and had repented to their sins. Their lives were no longer a reproach to Christianity, but exerted a powerful influence in favor of practical godliness. Filled with joy, the apostle sent another letter to the Corinthian believers expressing his gladness of heart because of the good work wrought in them. Though I made you sorry with the letter, I do not repent, though I did repent. So that's what I was trying to say there, where he did not repent for sending them the letter, but then he did repent in the sense of that because he sent the letter, they now have repented and they're now part of that godliness. So brothers and sisters, the point of today's study, right? Like I said, we're going to relate that to today's church. But before that, the point of today's study is, in order for us to have the love of God in us, and in order for us to receive the full love of God, right? Christ says to us, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, with all thy soul. And what that basically means is when you love God with 100% you tend to want to do things that are pleasing. I'll give you an example. As a son, as a daughter, or as a husband, as a wife, because you love your parents, because you love your spouses, you tend to want to do good things to them, whether it's to love them back, buy them nice things, take them out for dinner or lunch or whatever, or to just be there to comfort them, to care for them, to uplift them in their times of sorrow, to be there for them in their times of celebration, and to sort of just be a presence. Even when we look at sort of spirituality, if your spouse or your family are going down the wrong route, you try to bring them into this relationship with God by giving them the word, right? Because remember, we said this before, the best gift a man can give another man, a stranger or his neighbor or his loved one, is the good news, is the gospel, is salvation through Jesus Christ. That's the best bit. So again, in order for us to do these good things, we got to have love for that person. We got to have love for that individual, because otherwise then we don't really do good things. It will be sort of an indifferential sort of activity, or a indifferential sort of act that we do because we're not too worried whether they're going to like it or not. The same with God, right? God requires us to follow his footsteps, follow the character of Jesus Christ in order to show that we love him. Right? He asks us to fear him because we love him, and not fear him and not love him because we fear him, because then it becomes robotic love.